Hello there, welcome to your NTV English News Bulletin. I'm Bhavana Casey. In the beginning, we have the headlines. Government drafts a security plan for November 20 elections to prevent any untoward incident hampering the election security. Ukraine's state electricity operator announces blackouts in Kiev and 7 other regions. Move comes as Russia continues to hit Ukrainian electricity infrastructures. UN Climate Summit kicks off with host Egypt billing it as watershed moment on climate action. Over 120 world leaders attending the event. And South Africa crashes out of the T20 World Cup after losing to the Netherlands. Winner of Pakistan-Bangladesh match to notch a semi-final spot. Welcome back. You are with NTV English News Bulletin. Now we have the news in details. The government has prepared a security plan targeting the November 20 elections to the House of Representatives and Provincial Assembly. The security plan is being implemented to prevent any untoward incidents and to hold the elections in free, fearless and peaceful manner. The Ministry of Home Affairs has said it has intensified its invigilation on various 23 groups that pose possible threat to the election security. The ministry also has asked the security agencies to nab the individuals or groups that pose possible threat and prevent any untoward incidences. The Election Commission has sought clarification from Mayor of Kathmandu Metropolitan City, Balendra Shah. The clarification has been sought as candidates from various constituencies of Hamro Nepali Party are found to be canvassing through the Facebook page called Jai Loro, stating that Mayor Shah has extended support to their election campaign. The Election Commission also has ordered the Gandaki province government to revoke its decision on tax rate change within 24 hours and inform the Election Commission to this end at the earliest possible time. The Commission also has directed Executive Director of Ram Raja Prasad Singh Institute of Health Sciences, Dr. Ranjit Kumar Jha, to submit clarification within 24 hours. This instruction was given because Dr. Jha was found campaigning for Upendra Yadav. The Election Commission also had said that clarification has been sought for breaching the election code of conduct that would impact the fairness and neutrality of the polls. Ballot papers for the November 20 elections to the House of Representatives and Provincial Assembly has arrived in the mountainous district of Dolpa. The ballot papers were dispatched to other districts of Karnali province a week earlier. The Office of the Chief Election Officer Dolpa has informed that the ballot papers and other election logistics was airlifted on Nepali Army's chopper on Saturday. Chief Election Officer Baburam Subed informed that a total of 116,000 ballots have been received for the FPTP system and the proportional representation system towards the House of Representatives. Subed informed that the election logistics, including ballot papers, will be delivered to 68 polling stations in the district in a week's time. Dolpa district has 22,764 voters. With this update, time to go for a short break, but still to come we have. Welcome back. Now to the updates from the international front. Ukraine's state electricity operator on Saturday announced blackouts in Kiev and 7 other regions of the country in the aftermath of Russia's devastating strikes on energy infrastructure. The move comes as Russian forces continue to pound Ukrainian cities and villages with missiles and drones, inflicting damage on power plants, water supplies and other civilian targets in a grinding war that is nearing its 9-month mark. Russia has denied that the drones it has used in Ukraine came from Iran, but the Islamic Republic's foreign minister on Saturday for the first time acknowledged supplying Moscow with a limited number of drones before the invasion. Hossein Amirabdollahian claimed, however, that Tehran didn't know if its drones were used against Ukraine and stated Iran's commitment to stopping the conflict. The world's biggest summit on climate change has kicked off in Egypt, with thousands of delegates from around the globe set to tackle a range of pressing environmental issues following a year of heat waves, droughts, typhoons and flooding. The UN's annual event comes as scientists warn that rises in Earth's temperature must be kept well below 2 degrees Celsius and preferably under 1.5 degrees Celsius compared to 1800s to avoid life-threatening consequences. But United Nations report in October said that current efforts would lead to warming up as much as 2.6 degrees by the end of the century. The past year has seen extreme weather regularly linked to climate change. It is rare for Donald Trump to deliver the same message as Barack Obama and Joe Biden, but it happened when the Republican and 2 Democrats campaigned in Pennsylvania on the same day. The political foes all urged Americans in the crucial state go vote. Biden and Obama cast the election as a battle for democracy, while Trump said the country's safety and security were on the line. Tuesday's U.S. midterm elections will determine the control of Congress. All 435 seats in the House of Representatives are being contested, while 35 are up for grabs in the Senate. More updates line up on the other side, but before that, time to go for a short break. Welcome back. Now to more updates. 2 South Korean miners who were trapped in zinc mine in Bongwa, South Korea, walked out alive after spending 9 days underground. The miners had been stuck about 190 meters underground since the collapse on October the 26th. Rescue authorities say the miners, both Suriname Park, were in stable conditions. The son of one of the miners, Park Gyun-hyun, told the media that he wants to spend more time with his father once he recovers. He also shared with journalists the messages he had written while waiting for his father's rescue. Thousands took part in Argentina's 31st Pride Parade on Saturday, demanding more rights for the LGBTQ community. The crowds gathered before noon in Plaza de Mayo, the square facing the presidential palace, and marched 2 kilometers towards the Congress building. Trans women are particularly vulnerable in Argentina, where they are the main target of hate crimes motivated by sexual discrimination or gender identity. Argentina's legislation affecting LGBTQ is relatively advanced in the region. Argentina is the first country in Latin America to recognize non-binary gender identity through an official identification card since 2012. The country also respects by law the self-perception of gender. 2 more updates, but before that, let's have the highlights first. Now to sports. South Africa crashed out of the T20 World Cup after a 13-run loss to the Netherlands on the final day of the group play at Adelaide Oval on Sunday. The Netherlands posted a respectable 158 for 4 in their allotted 20 overs and came back to take regular wickets to restrict the Proteas to 145 for 8. With South Africa eliminated, the following match between Bangladesh and Pakistan in Adelaide has become a virtual knockout. Earlier, Colleen Ackerman scored with an unbeaten 41 from 26 balls in Dutch side's 158 for 4. Now to tennis. France's Caroline Garcia overcame Daria Kasatkina of Russia in an epic winner-takes-all 3-set to reach the semifinals of the WTA Finals in Texas on Saturday. World number 6 Garcia lost the first set 6-4 but swept through the second for the loss of just 1 game. There was little to choose between the pair in decider, which went to a tie-break, Garcia taking it 7-5 after a marathon match point to clinch her semifinal spot at the expense of her opponent. Garcia will meet Greek Maria Sakkari in the last 4. World number 1 Iga Swiatek takes on Ariana Sabalenka of Belarus in the other semi-final. With this update, we come to the end of this English News Bulletin. But before we say goodbye, let's have a quick reminder of the major stories. Government drafts security plan for November 20 elections to the House of Representatives and Provincial Assembly to prevent any untoward incident hampering the security. Ukraine's state electricity operator announces blackouts in Kiev and 7 other regions. Move comes as Russia continues to hit Ukrainian electricity infrastructures. UN Climate Summit kicks up with host Egypt billing it as watershed moment and climate action over 120 leaders attending the event. And South Africa crashes out of the T20 World Cup after losing to the Netherlands win over Pakistan and Bangladesh match to touch a semi-final spot. Well, that's all we have in this edition of English News Bulletin. We shall see you again with next round of English Bulletin at 6 in the evening. Till then, have a great time ahead and do stay tuned with us. Namaste.